Okay, we've been blessed with so many insanely good romance shows over the past few years. We got Tony Kawa, fucking Rascal Does Not Dream of a Bunny Girl Senpai, Hori Mia. So many good ass shows about two people just falling in love, and that's awesome. These shows have been so fucking good. However, it was not always like this. Back when I first started watching fucking anime in the early 2010s, for some fucking reason, every romance show had to be a fucking battle royale harem, with almost no exceptions. Even shows that kind of had a defined romance between two people still just threw harems in for no fucking reason. Remember when Sword Art Online just randomly fucking had a harem? Like, what the fuck was that? It seemed like the harem meta was unescapable for almost any show, no matter what it was about. The fucking main character was gonna have his harem. So I want to go back and look at some of the shitty shows I liked in high school, see if there was any value to these shitty harem shows, and see if we can answer why the fuck this meta was a thing. But let me just say, I don't mind if there's multiple love interests. That's fine. You know, that can add some tension or whatever. You know, you got shows like Origairu where they have like three love interests, but you know, they keep it small. You know, you got girl one who's obviously gonna win from the start, and then you got girl two who never stood a chance, and then you got girl three who everyone knows should win but will never win because girl number one exists. And that's fine. You know, you can make a compelling show around that. I'm talking fucking garbage shows like Date Alive where the fucking premise is like so retardedly harem, it's insane. Like, these shows would have a retardedly complicated premise, and it would just be like so ridiculously tied into the harem. It's fucking insane. Like, literally listen to the synopsis. Okay, are you ready? 30 years ago, the Eurasian continent was devastated by a supermassive spatial quake, a phenomenon involving space vibrations of unknown origin, resulting in the deaths of over 150 million people. Since then, these quakes have been plaguing the world intermittently, albeit on a lighter scale. Shindo Itsuka, whatever the fuck, is a seemingly average high school student who lives with his younger sister, Kotori. When an imminent spatial quake threatens the safety of Tengu City, he rushes to save her, only to be caught in the resulting eruption. He discovers a mysterious girl at its source who is revealed to be a spirit, an otherworldly entity whose appearance triggers a spatial quake. Soon after, he becomes embroiled in a skirmish between the girl and the anti-spirit team, a ruthless strike force with the goal of annihilating spirits. However, a third party believes that saving the spirits, whatever the fuck that word is, which surprisingly is commanded by Shindo's little sister, Kotori forcibly recruits Shindo after the clash, presenting him to an alternative method of dealing with the danger posed by these spirits. Make them fall in love with him. Now the fate of the world rests on his dating prowess as he seeks out spirits in order to charm them. Like, what the fuck is this fucking plot? It doesn't make any fucking sense. And if you've watched this show, what do you remember about this show? I watched this show. I don't fucking remember anything other than the fact that fucking Kurumi exists, because all these shows were fucking giving you like 1,000 girls. There's like 10 fucking girls, and baiting you into fucking shipping one, and then just jerking off for the whole fucking series. Like, all the effort just goes into making compelling girls, enough compelling girls that everyone will fucking be able to jerk off to somebody, you know? Like, I literally remember nothing about watching this show. However, I still remember Kurumi so well. Her fucking... She's got like a fucking clock in her eye. That's like the coolest shit ever. She's got different color eyes. Oh my god, like how edgy is that? Like, this shit is literally just hentai without the hentai part. Like, it's like Rule 34 was the number one fucking priority in the author's mind when he was creating these characters. And it's like, by design, nothing can fucking happen in this show. This show is a pure harem. What the fuck can happen? Like, he can't... If he gets with one of the girls, the show's over. Because, you know, now no one has any reason to ship anything. So, what the fuck? It's literally designed to be a fucking eternal jerk. Like, they're literally making a 4th season of this shit. What the fuck is going on? How? I didn't even know there's 3 seasons. How is there a fucking 4th season coming from this shit? Like, you go to the fucking My Anime list page for this shit, And the fucking main character isn't even at the top of the fucking characters section. It's literally just like 10 different fucking girls. Like, if this was like a visual novel where you could fucking like jerk off and like pick whichever girl you want, that would be fine. But how is this shit an anime? How is anyone gonna get anything out of this fucking show when the girl that they like, there's no fucking possibility that she's gonna win. That would be the fucking end of the show. You're here for this fucking awful plot and to just jerk off to your girl on the side. Like, what in the fuck is the point of this show? Like, if you unironically enjoy the plot of Date Alive, like, I'm happy for you, dude, but this shit is just so fucking bizarre and weird. I fucking hate it when nothing happens in my romance shows, and this shit is like, this shit was the peak of like designed for nothing to happen, you know? And like, this wasn't even the worst offender. There were so many awful shows where it's just like, let's just make a harem and let's add as much fan service as we can and then profit, I guess. Fucking High School DxD was awful. That came out like within a year of this one. Fucking, and then Shinmai No Testament was like a shameless High School DxD clone. There was like Rosario Vampire. All just fucking garbage ass harem shows with just absolutely horrifically bad plots and just as much fan service as possible to just try to desperately to get fucking people that are like addicted to these girls just keep clicking on the next episode. And like I said earlier, this harem shit wasn't just contained to like the shitty harem genre. This shit actually is not the only thing that ruined shows, but it fucking helped in fucking making shows like Sword Art Online fucking horrible. Remember like how decent the first like 6 episodes of Sword Art Online were? Where it's like, okay, there's maybe something here. Like, this is pretty fucking cool. Like, let's be honest, we all thought this shit was cool when we were in fucking high school or whatever. This shit was like, oh my god, he's in a fucking video game, he dies in the game, he dies in real life, that's so edgy, that's so fucking cool. And then you had fucking his story with Asuna was like, okay, now we got romance. This is double cool, you know? Fucking edgy guy doing edgy things in video game. That's pretty fucking sick. And he's got gamer girl with him. Wow, that is fucking awesome. And then for some fucking reason, they were just like, let's just throw fucking all the girls at him and just make a harem. Even though he's already with Asuna. Let's just make a fucking harem. Remember when fucking his sister was part of his harem in the second half and she was like pretending to not be his sister in the fucking fairy world? What in the fuck was that? That was so fucking bizarre. His sister was just like in his fucking harem. He had the fucking sniper girl with a huge ass and the gun. Why? What is the point of making this fucking harem for this guy? He's already fucking in a relationship. I don't fucking understand why you're just fucking making these shitty characters just for fucking fan service. Why? And I don't fucking know what SAO is up to these days. I stopped watching that shit after Gun Gale because Gun Gale actually made me want to fucking like off myself in a video game. But holy shit, dude. The harem shit was literally a fucking plague, dude. It just came for every decent show and just fucking just brutalized it, dude. It is so bad. I fucking hated this meta. There was nothing fucking good about this shit. Like, can we please have a separation of our hentai and anime? Like, I think we're there now, you know? Like, you don't have to fucking jerk off to your anime, dude. You can find something else. Like, you don't have to fucking ruin every show because you need to find some fucking girl for everybody to jerk off to in your show. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I think we're pretty much there now, you know? Like, not every, like, action show with a guy and a girl romance is a fucking harem now. Like, you know, Darling in the Franxx was not great, but, you know, it was pretty, you know, 02 was cool, and you got the guy who was cool, and there's the one other fucking blue hair girl that nobody cares about that was in the mix too, but, you know, it was just the three of them in their little fucking triangle, and I mean, you know, that's compelling, you know, that adds some fucking tension or whatever. That was some good shit. I'm so fucking glad we're done with the bullshit where just, like, throw fucking 10 girls, you won't remember fucking 9 of them, but you'll remember the one that you liked. And then none of them are developed at all. They're all just kind of, you know, stereotypes. You got the fucking Sunder and the Lolly and fucking Twin Tails. Holy shit, that's awesome. Yeah. Now at least in our bullshit action romance shows or whatever. You know, it's just a few people. Add some tension and everybody can still have time to be developed, you know? And I mean, maybe I'm like being too hard on Date Alive. I don't think it was like as mindlessly like retarded fan service as like High School DxD or fucking Shinmai. These awful Eki harems are just so fucking bad. But when I think harem, I think that's just like the one that always comes to mind because I remember liking this show, and oh god damn it, I hate that I like this show, and I'm so glad that this shit is not the meta anymore. So yeah, if you're fucking new to watching shit, be fucking glad that you did not have to suffer the years of I want to watch romance shows and the only fucking thing that exists are these shitty harem shows because this shit was the worst. It was absolutely horrible. You know when you watch a romance show and you're like kind of fucking bummed out at the end because it's over and you just wanted more cuteness, and then you're like, okay, fuck, I'll just find another romance show. Imagine getting that feeling, but 10 times that because in your show nothing fucking happened, and then you fucking go to another show, and it's also nothing's gonna fucking happen because it's another harem. It was the worst shit in the world. Holy fuck, I'm so glad. There was nothing. You know, at the beginning I was like, maybe there's something redeeming. There's nothing redeeming. This shit was awful. Fuck this shit.